talking about enforcement and applicability, I know that you had to have collaborated with other stakeholders, either the police department, the police force, or other key frameworks or institutions in Mauritius. Can you give an oversight of who are your key partners? Who are you working with hand in hand? And how did you go ahead to establish that relationship to ensure that there is uniform enforceability and applicability across the country?
Yes, thank you very much again for this question. The most important aspect is definitely enforcement. And we have been having many hurdles here in making enforcement really credible. It's a big challenge. I will not say the contrary. But what have I done really, to counteract the negativity, negative sides, effects of not having effective enforcement? First of all, I wanted, and I'm militating for that, is that we have a proper prosecution unit in the Data Protection Office itself that is based on police officers who will be seconded and work for the Data Protection Office physically in our office. That was a project for the past 7 to 8 years, but it's not yet reality because there are many issues that, procedures at the level of ministries and government. So we're still waiting, and I'm very hopeful because I think that would be a reality soon. But what have we done now to be able to, make enforcement something commendable? Because, when you look at our Data Protection Act, actually, I recommend prosecution. And I need the consent of the Director of Public Prosecutions to be able to prosecute the offenses under the DPA. And I have another section, which is great, which says that I can actually delegate my functions, my penal functions to the police force, to the Commissioner of Police to be able for them to assist me in my inquiries. So what I do is that we direct our inquiries in collaboration with the police force. And we actually supervise the inquiry and we ask them their assistance whenever their assistance is required, like inspections, drafting of statements, sending to the Director of Public Prosecutions a report. So we are the DPO, is overarching this function, but we are actually outsourcing the prosecutorial aspects to the police force so that enforcement is not hampered. And I think it's working. To be very honest, I'm very satisfied with this because I have had many criticisms on enforcement because what happened at one time is that my decisions were being appealed to the ICT appeal tribunal. And we won all the cases, and which actually made prosecution justified. What happened? In the meantime, the law was changed. And in 2018, the inquiries were not completed at the level of the Commissioner of Police. And the law changed. So you know what happens? It means that the law is non-retroactive and all these pending prosecutions could not be brought to court. That was a big issue. But what can we do? The law has changed. We cannot go back. So basically now, whatever we are doing is making sure that enforcement is becoming the most important aspect of the office. And I think for now, we are able to serve enforcement notices on all the non-compliant processors and controllers. And they are coming to us to register as well and to comply with whatever requirements we are asking them to do. So yes, it's not perfect, definitely, but I think we are being able to manage it on a certain level. But if we get a prosecution unit, we have approached the ministry, we have approached government, we have asked them that we need. I think they have to listen to us now and give us what we need. So then that will make enforcement just perfect. And we won't have any issue on that level, which we're currently having.
That